Hi guys, thank you guys for joining me here. It's Thelightchrissy and I'm here to do a weekly check-in reading for you guys. So this is going to be for the week of, I probably should have looked at the week before I started this. I just want to say this week. No, from the week of Monday the 25th, Monday May 25th to Sunday May 31st. Okay, so if you're watching this video, this is for that particular time frame. Sorry I didn't have that together, guys. I was just like thinking this week and I forgot like there are actually dates in the real world other than, you know, in my mind I just kind of think like dates just don't exist. Okay, especially since all this quarantine stuff. So anywho, moving on. Definitely want to thank you guys for checking out my channel. Hey, if you feel led to do it, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with my videos. I would love to have you in my company, okay? Also, keep in mind that all readings can't possibly fit for every single person. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And I encourage you guys to share these videos with your friends, whatever you need to do. I just felt compelled to do it this way this week. And we're just going to go from there, okay? So this is not like for a particular sign. This is just a general reading. So if you're watching this reading, there may be a message in here for you, okay? All right, so the card that I have kind of like is the overall energy of the week is the Nine of Cups, okay? I'm sorry, the Nine of Pentacles, okay? And this is where we're feeling warm, we're feeling fuzzy, we're feeling luxurious, we're indulging in beauty in life. We're looking at the beauty that we created or the opportunities to create this beauty in our lives, whatever that may be. Because in the center of everything is the Ace of Pentacles, and when I pull cards, I take them in, I go about, I meditate, then I come back and I look at them again, and then the first thing that stood out to me was golden opportunity. So I'll probably name this reading that, because I see there's this opportunity for you to move in this direction after going one way for so long, to be able to put yourself in alignment with what it is that you are aligned with. Because I see that there's something that's calling you back, like something's putting you back on track this week, and it may be that you're just acting very with the L card here, you're just acting kind of really fiery, like looking upwards, being very positive about any of the steps that it takes to put yourself in that place. And for that, I think that after this time of living in this space with deception and you know, keeping things that you don't really need around you, keeping energy that you don't really need around you, toxic energy around you, you're starting to kind of understand the rhythm of that and how that kind of holds you back from these abundant moments in your life. Okay? And with this being the Eight of Pentacles right here, this is where you've moved on from waiting for it to appear in the Seven of Pentacles, and you've put yourself in a position to make it happen. So this is where you're telling yourself no excuses. That golden opportunity for me, I can't bring any of the excuses. And this is just where you're just basically motivated. You're like, okay, I'll try, I'll fail, I'll try, I'll fail, I'll try, I'll fail. And you don't mind it. And maybe at one point in time, you couldn't really see what that meant. It was somehow kind of blocked to you. Because I kind of see you looking at it here in this card, but not getting close enough to see. And if you would move a little bit closer to those two swords that are there by that window, you would clearly be able to see outside. Okay? And what's right there in the distance from you? Abundance, this garden here. This peace here. Serenity. Ease, okay? Cornucopia is here. So there's a reward. This week has some type of reward. Now, all rewards don't have to be are all things coming into you. Abundance does not always have to be something that is tangible, but in this case, more than likely it is. Because this is where you put your, what is it? You put your foot to the pavement. you put the pedal to the metal. Okay? And in turn, from the energy, that go-getter energy, that I'm going to get up, I'm going to make it happen, that determination, no matter what, having that fire lit within you again, has opened up this opportunity for you this week. An opportunity to be able to be more abundant. For some of you, like I said, it could be a job. I see someone kind of looking at your resume and seeing the value in yourself, or in what you can bring to the table, because you're seeing the value in yourself. That's causing others to see it in you as well, and that's coming from the way that you're moving. Okay, for jobs per se, and money and things right now, this is where this could be something that you applied for and you may have thought that you didn't get it, or this could be something where a company has called you and said, okay, the position has been filled, thank you for applying. Maybe a little bit of time ago, maybe about a year ago, or almost coming up on a year, kind of like 9 months. I kind of see that. This could be where somebody's reaching back out to you this week. This could be where someone who owed you money is paying you back. Something that you thought you weren't going to receive comes back into you. Okay? Moving on down here, we have Jupiter expansion. So you see these like dice here? This is just this expansive feeling. This is rewards. Jupiter's nice to us. He's fun planet. Okay? So this is bringing that lightheartedness and this motivation that's here. It's influencing that right now. Okay? And also too, with Taurus here, even just like the elk, it's the same kind of energy. It's just really putting your foot down and standing up for yourself in ways. And for some of you this week, it could be something in terms of friendships, where you're making choices to cut people off who you feel like have been taken away from you. For people who can't seem to understand you for who you are. Okay? Because I'm seeing with the Judgment card, and this, some of these people do these things to you over and over and over and over and over, because you let them come back. Okay? And then it's almost like they ruin your peace. I kind of see that right here. So that's what kind of holds us back from being able to bring in this abundance. Okay? Now I asked the thing that can be holding you back at this time, and it's just walking away. It was the 8 of Cups. Not being willing to walk away. Okay? And this is for you guys that are watching this. Something comes up this week to kind of remind you of a pattern that you have in things, and this is just an opportunity for you to take a different route. Maybe it's something to do with the friendship or something like that, and then this time, you call out whatever it is, or you say, no, I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to take this kind of way anymore. And the thing that's helping you out is you got the King of Cups here. You're in a very emotional, stable place. So I think the decisions that you make right now, you're kind of going to pretty much stick with them with the Taurus energy here and the elk here. Because these are things that have long lingered in thy heart. So you've been thinking about these things. This is the Hermit here. You reflected on this stuff. So it isn't things that you don't know already. It's not a fear that you like, what am I going to say? You already know what you're going to say because you already have thought about it. You've really mapped it out already. So now this next step is to act on it. If you know that those people are treating you that way, detox them. Get rid of them. Just put them on a little detox diet. Block them for a little while. You know, delete them or something. I'm just playing. But, you know, it's okay to go on friend breaks. Me and my best friend, we did it. It was like a mini friend breakup. We knew we'd find our way back to each other, but it was just a time for us to grow in different directions. And then we came back. And I'm not sure if it wouldn't happen again, but nothing would change in it. I would still be friends with them. It's just that I'm understanding in life that everybody has their roles to play. I was seeing that earlier with the Judgment card, that it's important to understand that everybody has a role to play in this big thing. And in your story where they're a villain, you know, someone can be a villain in your story. But, you know, in another person's story, that person could be a hero. And this is where we don't get so mad about the things that people do to us in that way because they were meant to play that role. It doesn't make it right, but it's just we don't get to choose it, you know? And it's like this is the point where say, yay, show's over, you know, everybody come back out, all the actors come out. This is where we need to kind of step into that kind of lifestyle because it helps us to be able to clearly see the path through all of the clutter and the mess and the illusion. You know, here, you know, the deception that's here. Okay? So, the cycles card says here, everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. I'm laughing at myself because I kept flip. And this is where, when you feel like it's not fitting, and, you know, if it's something that happens this week that you feel like no longer fits with where you are, that you don't press yourself, you don't, you know, use that Taurus energy in a negative way and stick your hooves into the ground, you know, and just stay rooted in it because you're afraid of change, you know? And sometimes when you set through so much of this, you know, this is kind of hard to accept. But apparently your life is moving in a different cycle because the Nine of Pentacles was the card that I pulled here, and then the Nine of Pentacles showed up in the reading. So this is definitely someone walking into some type of abundance. There's going to have to be some choices that are made this week about leaving away from some things. And I don't really think it's going to be too hard because it's things that you already know are not okay, or ways that it's not okay to be treated. And you've already rehearsed what you're going to say, you know, because sometimes you just got to tell someone, not today, not today, not today. Okay? I want that to be your quote for this week, not today. And also for situations that aren't just with other people, even when energy tries to come in, whenever this energy tries to work its way in, anything that tries to make you believe that you aren't abundant, you need to say, not today. Because that's the only way you get here, is by saying not today to everything. Everything but you. And it sounds selfish when you say it, but in real life, it's not really that selfish. Everybody's selfish. It's just you're either selfish for yourself, which is spirit, or yourself, which is ego. Okay? And when you do it for spirit, when you're selfish for your spirit, not only are you abundant to yourself, but you're abundant to the world. And that's this. What is it to have a few friends that you can let go and then you can transform your life and become a different person? They will come back around. They will come back around on Judgment Day when everybody gets to show the hand that they had. And all things done in the dark come to the light. So just know that you don't have to stay around and wait to see. You know, like this little man waiting at this corner right here. The decline of anyone. Trust in the cycles of life. What goes up must come down, right? And instead, in that time, understand other cycles in life. Because now that you know that theory that works, what goes up must go, what goes down, the brokenhearted will eventually be healed, right? The poor will eventually be rich, right? The sick will eventually be healed, right? Don't just let the theory stop at what goes up must come down when it hurts somebody or when it benefits you to see someone suffer. Go within and use that on yourself. And make those your affirmations. Starting with not today. Today is about me. I'm in my own little world. And from there you have a bird's eye view. Okay? This is the hermit. This is all about going within. This is all about that wisdom. Because when you're wise, you control time. Time does not control you. It's Chronos, the god of time. Okay? So yeah, yeah, I kind of was just like trying to see if there was anything else here that I needed to make sure that I pointed out. Oh, this was here. You are not alone. The keepers of the earth, ancient ancestors stand beside you. So for what you feel like you lack in friendships, oh, trust me, you have like 10 or 15 more people that are sitting there ready to rock if anything happens to you. And it's just saying, would you rather have known this or to be taken out by this? Because you don't act like you rather not know what you know about people. You know, like, don't act like you rather not know. Like, I don't want to know the truth about people. You should want to know the truth about everybody. The truth. Seeing people for what they really are. Okay? And just know that when you find the truth of someone, it's not tragic or the end of the world. It's just like, oh, wow. That's how you think, huh? Okay. Good luck with that. This is how I think. And guess what? In their mind, they might think, well, good luck with that to you and how you think. They could be thinking the exact same thing. But you just say it in passing and you move along. No judgment. Okay? Because the judgment, it gets you in some BS. Okay? It'll have you stand around in places. Okay? I know it doesn't even sound like that will relate, but it definitely will, because when you're in that kind of energy, you attract things like deception and deceit and things like that. Because it's a dog-eat-dog world if you look at it that way. I guess it can be a cat, no, don't eat cat world. That's all positive and rainbows and bubbles. And I think we need to be there, because that's where this person is. That's where that energy is. I don't see it for any of you girls, okay? I am here. I am rich. Very rich. In the words of Nene Leakes, I'm very rich. Beep. Okay? And I'm willing to put in that time. I always got to point out my little snail right there. Snelly. What's she called? What's the snail on SpongeBob? Snail. Gary. I'm gonna call this Gary. Gary. Because this takes time. And this is a commitment to that time. Okay? Because this is where you're coming into the knowledge where you know, hey, wisdom is valuable over anything else. Okay? And the wisdom is that you have to learn that there are cycles in life. you don't have to do all of the punishing. You don't have to stay around to witness the downfall of others. And I know it's from a good place. It's not from this nasty, mean, dark place, but it's from a place of, you just want justice, you know, for some of the, you know, the cornucopia, I think of the 11, which is like the justice card. It's just you want justice. You want to see the fruits of the things that you've worked on. So you try to stick around, but that's just not the way that works. Every dog has its day. Okay? And no, is it good deed? No deed goes undone. I don't know if it's good or bad, but none of them do. So just know that the people who are doing that to you, they're playing a role. And some other lifetimes, you probably played that role yourself. You know? We're all one big river of water split into like a bunch of different cups, you know? So if the water has the same backup, you know, I guess chemical backup, you know, when they, you know, H2O or whatever, salt, whatever's in water, anything that touched that water is going to be in all of those cups. So, you know, a trace of it, even if it's like 0.00000, you know, like a very, very small amount, but it's there. So if you all come from the same place, there's a speck of everybody. Just think of everybody being made up of one speck from every other person on earth. What if it was something like that, you know? So you can't be so judgmental of other people, because I don't care how you say it, you know, if we're just to go by science and we came from two people, that means that you have it in you to do anything, right? Because we're all, you know, supposedly, you know, descendants of Adam and Eve, which, you know, that's a whole nother thing. But just for the cases of today and what it's commonly known about that story, that's what I'll say. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, this is just, it is what it is. It is what it is. I see the good things coming in this week. Possibly a message about some type of investment, maybe some type of job offer, or maybe it can be money or something coming back. But it's something connected with the past that you've kind of already dealt with or been dealing with, and maybe you kind of given up a little bit of hope on it. But from whatever determination that you've had lately in this time or this week, doors have been able to open as you start to kind of cut off some of the energy or some of the things that you don't really need. It's an important time to be able to go in within yourself and be able to be okay and find you some nice and quiet time to be able to think. Also too, it's a good time to declutter with the 7 of Swords here. Your space, I think it'll do wonders for that energy. And maybe it's time to just do a detox altogether. Juice, social media, something. Just get rid of something in your life, whatever this thing is that you're fixated on and you know it's not right for you, but you know you stay doing it because you want the closure from it. And it's just that you're kind of with the 9. It's like 9 months in the womb. It's time to come out. You know, you have to change from that, emerge into the 9 of Pentacles, okay? Because it's right on the other side. That opportunity is right there, but it takes a certain type of you and a certain type of energy to be able to access that. So do not miss the opportunity of cards being in your favor, being stuck in this mode. You know, with Taurus being there, very earthy, being very, very rooted and grounded. It's really, really time to connect with your spiritual side and your prayer life and your meditation life to be able to help you with getting over those things. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, they will help you. Look at this person as they pray. You see these angels above? So these people help. They help these people. Your people help you. Even here, I've never seen this card like this before, but it looks like these cups are behind you. Like this love is following you on your journey wherever you choose to go. And it's almost like get out of this phase, because there is like these mountains back here. This is just the beginning. So you got a lot more to go. And this is just something you need to learn how to nip in the bud. A little bit quicker than what you normally do. And yeah, it's just that's kind of how, you know, what that's taking place. But something good is coming in here. Cornucopia card, maybe some type of money or abundance would have been a lot of pentacles here. Something to do with work. You're just getting some type of good news this week in matters of that. There may be something that comes up with a friend that you have to, that comes to the surface, that you have to kind of disconnect with them, you know, for, or at least set your boundaries or let them know what it is that you see that you feel like they're doing to you, because it's something that keeps on occurring. For some of you, if you need to see someone, if you need to see a physician about your menstrual cycle. Okay, I don't really know where it left off because I was just saying it, but I was saying this. There may come, I don't know if I said, there may be something that comes up with your friends, you know, where something comes to the light. At least tell them what it is that they're doing, and set some type of boundaries. And for the women that are watching, this could be something with to do with your your cycles this week. I don't know what this is. Maybe some of you could be starting your cycle, and I think maybe there may be something, there could be, I'm not saying all and everyone, but it could be something irregular about that, not in a very bad way, but don't just ignore things. If your cycle is not coming at the right time, if it's supposed to come this week or last week and it didn't, maybe it's time to kind of like seek some type of you know, physical, medical attention about that. And because a detox, it might be something that you're taking in that's affecting that for you. So that is what I have here, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I will be back next time. Yay.